Surprise, guys, we're not done yet. Forgot. I decided, purely on a whim, to continue streaming today. I took a quick walk. I had a beverage. Rather than getting fed up with settlements, at least not too fed up with, rather than getting too fed up with settlements, rather, I'm gonna continue the main story. Just in case the upcoming update requires me to actually have completed more of it. That seems to be a thing that can sometimes happen. First, so I want to try checking this out. 5 mental plating required for next stage. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, then, yeah. That's pure ferrite. Want ferrite dust. Oh, hi there, Mr. Rockbug thing. I just hope all my stuff is working still. Should be. In the meantime, let's see about Alone Amidst the Stars. Reach the long distance transmitter. Let me up, please. Can I? Oh, right, I forgot. I didn't... Guess I didn't have anything there to begin with, then. Wait, what the... Actually, hold on a split second. Wait a freaking second. Yeah, it's like my whole thing is just disconnected. It's so weird. Hope this isn't gonna be a running thing. I really don't have to deconstruct this whole ship and reconstruct it again. That would really suck. Let's see, where would that holo terminus be? Right over there. Knowing our luck, we're gonna have to do some really weird stuff to progress the game. What am I getting? It's not even luck, it's just how the game works. I'm gonna grab you. No, don't go back down the ladder, please. Thank you. These holo towers are cool, but there's really no reason I ever tend to come here outside of story beats. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communication over long distances. The extra power should allow me to reestablish the connection to Artemis. Who's there? It's you again, isn't it? You really are real, aren't you? You aren't a dream. I'm sorry, it's hard to think here. Something's wrong with the It's easier to create a better reality when you have to. I thought you might be a dream. I'm sorry, I haven't heard another voice in so long. Not since I cut the speaker from my exosuit. It said such terrible things. The stranger smiles through the static. I'm just like you. You are a traveler of worlds, aren't you? You do not respond with speech. They transmit a vision, a red star in your fragile world. Do not understand the shapes within the whispers. I see life forms scattered to the far reaches of the galaxies. I see this stranger's first breath, yearning for the stars. I see myself slumbering in the crimson void, waiting for a dream of worlds. Through the darkness, I hear it said, anomaly detected. Designation, traveler. Why should you just now? It has haunted me since I awoke. You must recognize it too. We are the travelers, discoverers of worlds. From the moment you opened your eyes, you must have known you were not like the others. So did I. Before I became stranded here, I was on a journey to finally meet. It cannot be a coincidence that you found the signal. Tell me, do you still have the data log from that crashed ship? I uploaded my exosuit's records, including the strange transmission I received and the data I found at the crashed vessel. Much of my equipment is damaged. I'm alone, on foot, stranded on a sunless world. I do not even know how your signal is reaching me, but the ship you found, it belonged to me once. Perhaps there is hope after all. We need to work out where we both are. If you build signal boosters across the system, we should be able to triangulate your position. I'll be able to find my way out, and you'll get the answers you seek. Thank you, Traveler. You're going to save my life. You're going to find me. New building part learned. Make carbon nanotubes, metal plating. Oh, whoops. I made multiple carbon nanotubes. I just need metal plating. Ow.
Alert. Navigational data received. Weather warning.
Oh boy,
Incoming storm.
that sounds delightful. Where's my... Where's my... It's right there, okay. I really should not be streaming right now. I seriously should not.
Levels stabilizing.
It's getting way too late for my focusing medicine to still be in effect. Now into the poisonous world. Certainly hope my audio is coming through okay. Yeah, it's probably a bit too loud though for the audio. I'm gonna change that. There we go. Oh gosh darn, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. After so many years of not piloting Corvettes, before they were, i.e. before they were added, it's still pretty much muscle memory to press the E key to land, even if I don't need to actually land. That would be a drop pod.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Just gonna grab this data. I just remember what I'm gonna have to do all over again.
Toxic protection.
Oh gosh darn it, game. Looks like my whole ship is glitching. Let's try reloading. Maybe that'll fix it. Okay, there we go. It looks like I just had a bad load. Which is dumb that can happen, but whatever. We'll just deal with it. I'm gonna have to do jobs for the local aliens. Because for whatever reason, as part of the game, you have to do missions. As part of the main story. There is no there's no discussing it. Even if you don't want to do the missions, you still have to. So you better hope that they give you an easy few. I think this happens at multiple times too. Turn to space to contact Artemis. Oh, I really am tired. I thought that guy's name was Urtgok. Like that thing from Power Guy's YouTube channel, that little meme that was going on for a while. When I first reached out to the heavens, I had no idea what to expect. The beauty, the mystery, the adventure, the danger. And here we are, aren't we? Go to a holoterminus, upload your data, let's find each other. Oh right, I have to press C. No, I was trying to recharge my hyperdrive. Not hyperdrive, my pulse engine.
Energy recharging.
Stupid rock. I need to stop doing that or I might damage my suit.
Units received. Units received. Toxic protection falling. Units received.
Hull terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. Already seen that. I highly doubt I'm gonna get through the whole story tonight because it's at least a good few hours. Artemis transmits some data of their own, a star chart showing the skies around their location. I don't have any equipment. I don't know where I am. I don't even know how long I've been here. So I've taken an old-fashioned approach. I've sketched the stars. So I'm plenty of locals able to match our star patterns. My ship was nearby, so we can't be far apart. Pass my translator through so you can understand what they're saying. We'll need to calibrate first, but that should only take a few words. Good luck, or maybe see you soon. I need a microprocessor. And of course, I need to get a bunch more copper. Thankfully, there's some right there. Oh, cool, and a curious deposit too. Never find these in the nanites on our Corvette. I like how it's called runaway mold and it actually runs away from you. There's like a runaway mold growth, but it also literally runs away. It tries to freaking escape.
Units received. Units received.
I sincerely don't want to stop everything I'm doing just to mine more copper later. I'm gonna be getting the most out of this one deposit that I can. This is as long as no sentinels want to show up. Ow, hey! Why? Freaking toxic wind.
Falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Literally one of the worst things they've ever added. Back in, I think, in one of the Worlds updates, from, I think, a year ago now, they added added planetary phenomenon where sometimes it's like an electromagnetic distortion that travels around and zaps you, damaging your shield and health and technology. Other times it's a freaking volcanic activity,
Protection. Falling.
geothermal activity. They just add more environmental hazards that just periodically appear. And some worlds, like this one, it's toxic spore clouds.
Technology recharge.
Which significantly damage your hazard protection and possibly your shield and health. Dude! No, I'm not gonna get angry so soon. I just started my second stream of the day. It's too early. It's too soon to get angry. So you got 1,134 copper from that.
Protection. Falling.
And surely that will be enough. I assume, or at least I hope. I really need to get a personal refiner especially Personal Refiner Mark II.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Now I need to, I guess, learn alien words. That's kind of how the story goes. Learn words. Speak with aliens on planets in space stations, learn their dialect. Oh, there's one right over here. Wait, no, it's... Hold on. Oh. It's, I guess it's far away. Not that far, apparently. Nope, nope, nope. Right down there.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Nope, no, don't talk to the chair, silly. The entity flashes their lights, their mind in direct communion with my own. Teach me a word of their language. My brain feels refreshed. Lesson complete. As I turn to leave, the entity whistles a sharp tune. They must have appreciated my interest in their history, as they hand me a chart with directions to an ancient relic.
Product received.
I guess I'll buy that.
No free slots in suit inventory. Product received.
Can I buy any technology blueprints while I'm here? Teleport receiver could come in potentially handy.
Item received.
No, I'm not. Did you not see the title hyper? I'm not still streaming. I stopped for like an hour, hour and a half something to take a break. Because the game was really pissing me off back then.
Product received.
I've gone for over 12 hours before hyper. I can do a long stream. I just choose not to nowadays. It takes more of a toll on me. In fact, I think I've gone for almost 19 hours before at one point. Trying to do a 24-hour long challenge of this game. Obviously, I failed. My
Falling.
stupid nighttime medication that serves as my mood stabilizer makes me really freaking tired when I take it. So I kind of had to call it quits and go to sleep. Or for that stupid thing, I could definitely go for 24 hours straight. If not more. Easily, in fact. You also act like streaming for 4 or 5 hours is something Chris hasn't done himself. He's gone. I think he's gone. Most he's gone like 7 or 9 hours before. Starting at like 2 or 3 p.m. and then he was like, "I'm just gonna go until 9 p.m. Maybe even 10 or 11 at my time. My time, of course. I don't know his time, but yeah. So you were live again. Came in, thought it was still the first live stream. Ah, no. Hardly. I need to learn to pilot this thing better. Oh well. We're here anyway. I have been reborn again on my ship. The ancient mark hums a frequency that burrows deep into my being, filling me with echoes with the voice of the Korvax echoes. So those are basically just the long dead Korvax. Knowledge paves the way to understanding of a probability. The Atlas spoke in fragments. The Atlas interfaces are their shadows. The monoliths are their scattered children. Together, they convey the wisdom of the infinite. It must be understood. I just need to find a knowledge stone. No, I don't want to make the teleport receiver right now. I can do that anytime I want. Let's see. It's a holographic comms tower we were at earlier. And knowing my luck, there won't be very many on this planet, will there? Some planets have them dropped on the ground like freaking gravel. Others just don't have them extremely sparsely placed. You just kind of have to search and hope. You can do longer streams. Just you've been doing shorter streams. If I even stream, so I was kind of surprised when you saw I was still streaming the first streams. Oh yeah, I can see how that would be kind of confusing. Ah, here we go. Here's an knowledge stone. I think one time when I was doing a new game run, I searched for a knowledge stone for like half an hour or more. The game just did not want to generate any for whatever reason. This game is interesting because it can the range of BS it can put you through and the amount of stuff it can and cannot do for you at any given point in time is absurd in its scale. You could have something that really rare spawn like right in front of you when you land on a planet, or you could spend literal hours looking for something and just not find it, even if it should be relatively common. The storm resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A robotic life form turns toward me. Light streams from the metal shell, forming a glowing fog that surrounds us both. They gesture toward me. The name Korvax floats in my vision. An echo of the strange vision I just experienced. Wherein this alien tongue is seared into my brain. Oh right, I think there's also gonna be a part of the game where we're forced to build up our starter base too. That's gonna be fun. Some of the stuff it makes you do just to progress the wrestling is extremely dumb. Like it's at a certain point that I think is coming up very soon here. It's gonna make you do jobs for one of the alien factions, do missions for them, just to raise your standing because they need to make you spend more time in the game somehow, I guess. At other points, they force you to install bad technology, even if you can easily afford better. And even other points, they make you do even more missions because you didn't do enough garbage TM tasks already. If it were up to me, these sorts of things would be just cut completely out of the game, but it's not because I'm not Sean Murray. Actually, hold on. What does it want me to do? Why did I take damage there? Okay, visit the life form. Look myself on the star chart. It's also awesome that you can't pulse jump inside the planetary atmosphere. For some dumb reason. Now, where exactly is that thing? I don't care, game. And cool, it's nice to know that the button to switch these things doesn't work anymore. It's really delightful how it just decides, nope, you're doing this now. I'm going to switch to a primary objective in the middle of you doing that primary objective. That's awesome. It can just do that. Decide, oh, I'm updating, so now I'm going to change it. If I'd parked better, I probably could have just dove down onto here. Just walk straight in.
Toxic protection. Falling.
You're gonna have me do some jobs for you, aren't you? Insignificance is not register of the convergence. Of interest, but not of worth. Through the garble of Artemis translator, it's clear I am yet to make an impact among the Corvex. I need to improve my reputation rank. Called it. So yeah, you could offer them gifts. Unfortunately, that would be too easy for this game. That would be too easy for the player just to give them a bunch of Corvex convergence cubes. You specifically have to do freaking missions for them at their space station. Because delightful, everyone loves padding in games, don't they? Sean, please get rid of this segment of the story. I get that it's done to try to teach new players, but people who have already played through this, over time, just see it as pointless. Some of the dumb... you have to do some of the dumbest stuff in this game, I swear to God. Yeah, I know. Visit the mission board. At the very least, these normal space stations have teleport pads that let you go directly to the back where all the activity is. You have to walk all the way across the floor here like you do at Outlaw stations. Hi. Kill 5 sentinels, kill 13 creatures. I can do this one. Let's hope that doing 2 of these at once doesn't overwrite stuff. Don't overwrite each other. I like these missions best because they're just easy. You just take out your Mind Beam or whatever damage dealing options you have and just start blasting on planet's surface, usually. There's distance on that planet. I sentinel activity. You know what? Why not?
No free slots in suit inventory. No free slots in suit
Ah,
inventory.
fine.
Thermal protection falling.
My favorite food, juicy thorax. No escape. Oh look, here come the sentinels investigating.
Warning. Threat
Oh,
detected.
cool! Really cool! More pirates! Come on, get inside, get inside. It's really cool that they just get to do that to me. This is the second time in the past 6 hours of playing that they... What the hell?! Oh, you fuckers... Now you fucking done it. Now you're gonna die. Yeah, really fucking smart of you to pick a fight with me in this freaking hunk of metal, huh? I must think you're very fucking clever. Trying to derail my entire relatively calm demeanor. I must think you're really freaking clever, and you are. But now you're fucking dead. So, goodbye and good riddance. I can literally never have peace, can I? I will be that tortured ghost that just cannot move on when I die. From having a freaking stroke on one of these streams. That would be me. I'll just haunt my computer rig. I'll just freaking haunt my setup. And when the circuit boards ended up in a landfill, I'll just be roaming the freaking trashy wastes for thousands of years. Yeah, cool that I am a point of interest. And that's not gonna save me from having to do these missions later, isn't? Is it? At least I didn't have to work for the Gek. Greedy little bastards. I also like to point out how they're, how those lasers were almost able to one-shot me. If my shield had gone down there, all it would have taken is one freaking hit from those lasers to probably delete all my health to 0. See, is my tech still stable though? Looks like it is, thankfully. Because yeah, just like taking too much damage in your exocraft or your ship, being damaged even through your shield can damage your core technology. So that means like damaging life support, stuff like that. It's really just such bullshit that this game can put you through. There. Please don't what, Hyper? You have to be more specific than that. My father told me, please don't touch the hot pan on the stove with your bare hand. And I was like, I don't care. If it's hot, I'll pull my hand away. If it's not, I'll just keep holding it. I really don't care. But you're gonna be more specific. BRB? Oh, okay. Back to poisonous pain world. Welcome back to Planet Pain with your host, Terminal. Whee! There, I did your jobs. How's your conversions like that? Little charging port thing on the back. funny little headlight visor. As I approach the life form, the lights in the shell casing begin to brighten and constrict. Chattering noises issuing forth. Held out a scanner. It's unclear if Artemis translator is working. From Ray 16 is possible. We only require a small sample of your organic components and a full technology scan. Lifeform becomes agitated and upset. The lights on their must begin to dilate and flicker. Lifeform cell casing begins to dilate and flicker. They attempt to scan my scanner, but it's clear that my tool interferes with its own. I allow the lifeform to scan me. They create three-dimensional cross-section of my body, exosuit, skin, organs, all included. Refining the model through occasional projections. Eventually it's complete. This data is invaluable to Korvax convergence. Thank you, Traveler. Of course I will assist you. I asked the lifeform to decode the star chart and provide a route to Artemis location. Location does not exist, Traveler. Ihu. Nothing is more tragic than a corrupted piece of code. You could ask if they make a mistake, but they refuse to admit so, and they really didn't, for reasons you will find out later if you stay around. Good luck in your journey. Please feel free to return and deliver a blood sample at any time. Yeah, the Korvax live for science. They live to understand the universe. They believe that with enough of an understanding of the universe, they can become gods themselves. The haunting thing. Anyway, BRB. Oh, okay. I will haunt as I damn well please, by the way. There you are. I found high ground, I think. When you arrive, I'll fire my multi-tool into the air to mark my location. What's wrong? Why don't you say anything? I tell Artemis the locals could not decipher their star chart. The alien even went so far as to claim the stars did not exist. That's impossible. I can't travel that far from charted space. You found my ship. As I speak, the line begins to crackle with interference. Artemis looks up at the stars in panic. The stars, they've altered since I made that chart. Blinked out in... How is this possible? What's happening to me? I need to get out of here. I need to... It's quiet at first, but is there unmistakable, growing steadily louder with each passing moment. A sound beneath their words. It sounds as if glass could scream. I try to comfort Artemis, but my words feel strangely hollow. I can do nothing. Artemis speaks to me again. I discovered the glyphs for a portal, Traveler, a gateway between worlds. I thought it would lead me to another of our kind, but now, I don't even know if the voice was real. The pathway collapsed while I was still inside. I found this place in the darkness. I thought perhaps it was a planet. I was so wrong. I can see their faces. There are seeds of glass within there. They're gone. My data fragmented in the... just wanted to discover worlds. I wanted to find other travelers. I didn't. 16. War in your face. Please, not yet. I'm not. Signal cuts off. As it crackles into oblivion, I hear a name through the static. Apollo. Frequency for Apollo has been added to my Holo Terminus contacts. So yeah, Artemis is apparently in the world of glass, a layer beneath our reality. It's kind of like, where, long story short, the anomaly and the ancient portals work similarly. They travel between dimensions outside the realm of reality. That's how the anomaly can teleport to anyone, anywhere. It's kind of everywhere and nowhere at once, similar to portals. And by crossing between this void, these rifts, you can bridge in almost between any timeline, any continuum. Back to you. Yeah, I did. As I said, I will haunt as I damn well please when I die. I've lived to 26, going on 27 in a couple months. I think I've earned the right to haunt people if I so choose when I pass. Hey, just stay away from my setup, and you should be relatively okay. It's not like ghosts are known to travel far from the site of their death, right? And certain ghosts probably can, but they generally there's a reason that specific sites are haunted, and the hauntings don't really travel. It's not like the thing from It Follows. Does anyone even know about that movie in my chat? It's one of my favorite horror films to reference. It's a really interesting concept. Where this entity that haunts you, no matter how far you travel, no matter where you go, how remote the location, it will always be there when in short time after you arrive. It's like you could take a plane to the other side of the planet, and within a few hours of you getting there, it will just be stalking outside your window. It Follows, Hyper. The movie is called It Follows. It Follows. I just said that. Nope. 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 Stop. Pull up. There we go. And now I'm hoping I don't get shot by pirates again, because that would suck. I like the freaking RGB graphics card lights on the thing's thrusters.
Thermal protection falling. Life support power low.
You want to know something kind of funny? I've never even seen It Follows, but I know enough about the movie to where I can reference it pretty reliably. I have yet to watch it. I'm not really a big movie person, as I'm pretty sure I've said before. But yeah, I'll watch one periodically, like maybe when the new Sonic movie comes out, if it hasn't already and I just missed it. I might go to theaters with my great aunt to see it, as we've seen the past few in theaters. But I don't know. Time for more trivial work. Transmission is silent. The stranger just stares at me. Identify yourself or I end this call. You know you're not. Why do you use that word at all? Friend, it's just a label, a pretense to make you feel better about being alone. Why are you contacting me anyway? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind. I don't care about their weird dreams. I'll meet if I'm paid to meet. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable time. I tell Apollo that Artemis is in trouble. That they attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant and uncharted world, disappearing from the network. Apollo's demeanor changes. They appear uncomfortable at the news. Send me your data logs. Let me see this for myself. Apollo studies the log, pausing and replaying the various segments of static and distortions. They turn to me with a glow of excitement. These noises, they sound just like the echoes of the Sentinel events. Oh boy, it's time to actually deal with the Sentinels. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with their precious planets. But this data, it's distorted, inverted. There's lots of gain if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And this, the portals, perhaps they're the key. Yes, probably. But if we can't figure this out, we can say Artemis too. Don't fret. So what do you say? Do you want to work together on this? Be partners? I don't really have a choice, do I, if I want to beat the game. For like the 13th time. If you're going to work with me, we need to expand your base of operations. I'll send you to a contact of mine. They'll supply you with what you need. Just remember to be polite. As the hologram recedes, Apollo's head turns to the side ever so slightly, as if sighing, saddened. Perhaps it was nothing, a ghost in the machine. So, if you know anything about I forget whether it was Greeks or Romans that had the characters of Artemis and Apollo. But they're actually allegedly siblings. Allegedly. It's never been confirmed to my knowledge, especially not here. But it's implied that they aren't just friends, but they're actually in some sort of relationship with each other. Like a sibling one, presumably. Because again, in the mythos, Artemis and Apollo were related to each other, if I remember correctly. Fittingly enough, in very similar mythos, Atlas was the Titan that held up the sky. I'm pretty sure God in the Machine, aka Deus Ex Machina, also came from this same culture. I could be wrong. Oh, this is kind of confusing. You didn't realize you said the title, and you never even heard that. You watch horror stuff that which we got like the Final Destination franchise. So like I Trauma, right? You're already watching at least one of the movies. Isn't that series where it's like people are constantly having to survive horrific death scenes, but they usually don't in the end? It's like God is out to get them somehow. I think I've heard of. I know I've heard of Final Destination. It just doesn't really interest me. I'm not really big on horror myself, in all honesty. Unless it's a pure like horror game. But even then, I'm just like not particularly interested in it. Especially a lot of the graphic stuff. Could I watch it? Probably. I mean, I've wanted to play the Dead Space series for a long time, but as you said, I'm not really that big into eye stuff. And Dead Space 2 has a lot of graphical eye things. Literally death itself? Oh, okay.
Thermal protection falling.
You know, on a similar note to like horror things out to get you. Aren't I forget exactly where I heard this, but I think aren't like all the Saw movies after the second or third one just archived tapes from Jigsaw? Like he died in one of the early ones. Forget where I heard this though. Like the original Jigsaw is just gone for most of the series. I'm pretty sure. Figured you might know since you kind of like horror, apparently. Anyhow. So here we are. Look, an Atlas station over here. Way out there. You see it? But shh, that's for later. Okay, you only saw up to 2 or 3? Okay. I don't know the main reason I decided to start streaming again, aside from the fact that I'm kind of on a deadline to get the whole game finished before the next update. This is probably gonna be tomorrow or the next day, sometime this week, presumably. Because my entire feed was just full of bad news about AI destroying the world, and how it's gonna get infinitely worse if the bubble doesn't pop in 2027, early in 2027. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna use my normal approach to tune this stuff out. I'm gonna start boot No Man's Sky, possibly start a stream, and keep my head buried in the sand. Because what I don't know can't hurt me. Psychologically, at least. It most certainly can hurt me in real life, though. God, I freaking hate AI. It's kind of a damned if you can't live with it or without it now, because of the whole race thing between overseas places. I don't really want to mention because geopolitical stuff. I think it's geopolitical. I don't know what that means really, but whatever. So you can't live with it, you can't live without it. We've opened Pandora's box and there's no putting the demons back in. Lifeform, you arrived later than anticipated. Data has been obtained, exchanged, utilized. Your tools await you as instructed. Rock has plans to update both base and exosuit. Where's your base sited? What sort of hazard protection meets your needs? I really don't want these. You'll be able to explore freely and return from any station. May Light Alice watch over you. So I guess he's just gonna give me thermal. Cool. I don't even know where my base is located. Met 10 aliens, not alone. Oh, really? I couldn't tell. What that actually brings to mind, well then again, you can't really exchange milestones with the iterations on the anomaly in abandoned mode because no one exists but you. It's you alone in the universe. Yeah, all you didn't bridge. I don't know if they'll play. If you're able to get back out on your own gate. Unfortunately, I would not get my hopes up, Hyper. I mean, have you seen the freaking economy? Best you can do is a studio apartment for like over $1,000 a month. It's the best you can get usually, from what I can understand. Swear to God, it's like prices have gone up. It's astronomically, but the minimum wage and really just pay in general hasn't. Yet the boomers in charge refuse to believe that anything's changed. It's like, wow. I wonder why the younger generation's so pissed at us. We couldn't have done anything wrong. They say as they literally close all their blinds, lock their doors, and turn off their lights, and put their head under their covers. Can we stop talking about getting out on our own before it becomes a problem? That'd be much appreciated. Current pay, you can't even afford half of that. Exactly. It's like they're dead set on paying us as little as humanly possible, if at all. But they they're also buying up tons of houses, and they refuse to let us live. We can't afford to live, and we can barely afford to even be in a state where we can work. It's also illegal to be homeless. Why does everything go to absolute tormental shit the moment I become it's time for my generation to become adults? And I'd like to be in a position where we could say, hey, boomers, you did this, how do you fix it? But they won't, because it's not their problem anymore. They just offload it onto my generation. and really just a lot of subsequent ones. Okay, let's see here. Place a construction terminal. Fine, fine, fine. Oh gosh darn, it still thinks I'm in my Corvette. Hey ship, could you land over there please? Thank you.
Thermal protection falling.
Wait a minute, I didn't want to put a wall here. Now we just break this down.
Inventory full.
Ah yes, I need chromatic metal. But look, it's my old refiner. And it still has fuel. My base portal though does not. Expanding the base, hire an overseer, yeah. Counter staff from the space station. Okay. Surely I can find one at the local one, right?
Technology recharge.
Now the overseer will always be a Gek. See, will it be you? You're a merchant. Nope. You're an attendant. Maybe you? Nope. Fortunately, no. Oh, look, it's a toil Gek. I like the freaking... I like that term, toil Gek. It's like your entire... It's like calling someone a wage slave. Or like a job... A work human. A work person. It's like... Really just a slave person, because their entire designation is a toiling member of their species, a toil Gek. I don't know why I find it so freaking funny. It really should not be this funny. It's really kind of sad actually, because I'm allowed to like roam the stars and whatnot, and then you just have sales Geks, you have trade lords, and then you have the toil Gek. You have the work Gek and the toil Gek. Your entire reason for existing is just to toil away for other people. To the point where it's a part of your identity. It's a part of your name. Like calling someone work person Robert, work person Ernie. Really? So none of them? None of these guys want to work for me? I mean, I rip apart this decorative plant. For carbon. A little pittance of carbon. Ooh, piece of candy.
Units received.
Ooh, piece of candy. Now, historically speaking, I don't know if there's any news about the new MM game Capcom is hopefully still working on since I keep forgetting about that. I wanted to participate, but I suck at drawing in general. Like I suck at drawing. And I had Robot Masters lined up. It sketched out, bios made, special weapons, likes, dislikes, etc. The problem is none of them had a freaking sucky arm. Fuel Man might have been a contender, but he turns into a gas pump. He's sort of like he's like a mobile refueling attendant. And Pump Man was already taken, so yeah. And by the time I remembered where I put the bio, the contest was already over. So yeah. Whoops. Bear in mind, I had a bunch of I had them sketched out for years now, literal years. I've had them just stored away on my computer somewhere. But because I have the structure, because my computers have the structural integrity of a freaking crumpled up paper airplane covered in water. Yeah, it took me literal months to find it. At which point, oops, too late. Not that my procrastination tendencies didn't help either, of course. Potential overseer recruit. Hire staff from space. You're not there. Why? What? What? There's no way the Gek's all the way down there, right? I'm gonna be so ticked if they are. This has to be a glitch, right? This has to be a glitch. You forgot about that stipulation? Oh, I mean the procrastination thing? Where I just get... my ADHD means to take complete freaking control of my days and I just lose track of anything I'm really doing. Yeah. The worst part is that I had a pretty decent contender. I just never got around to submitting it. Because I freaking lost it. So yeah, they want me to fly in? Is that what they want me to do? Yeah, now it stopped being glitchy. You know, this suck arm thing? Oh, okay. Somebody tells me they're gonna have a vor type thing with that boss, so we're just gonna pull Mega Man in and like consume him with the arm. Because that would be great for a child's brain. Bear in mind, Mega Man is literally supposed to be like 11 years old. Classic Mega Man. So you can see how being sucked into a vacuum cleaner version of one of your brethren would be kind of disturbing, right? Is it really you? Forgive me, I've been searching. I just met you! You literal four-eyed freak. We talked like 3 minutes ago. 5 at most. Alright, everything was paid for a long time ago. It's all quite overboard. The stranger speaks, a smell assaults me. For a moment infested my brain, giving me memories of places I never visited, of actions I never took. Myself in the mirror, aged and alone, the Skek, cradling their fallen brethren. A bargain made many years from now, a contract signed across the cosmos. This ends, the Overseer remains. The Overseer promises to expand my base, allowing me to recruit other workers. They require a construction terminal to get started. So here's the cool thing about Gek. One of their unique abilities as a species is that you can use extremely complex sets of pheromones to implant images and memories into other people that smell them. Normally they use this for trading, but they can also use it to convey memories and personal images and whatnot. Back that old pot plant that you can grow. What's not very nice? What's not very nice? Calling him a four-eyed freak, which he literally is. 4 eyes. I've been called much worse. I was tame on him. I have a whole lexicon of insults I can throw at this guy for being as hard as he was to find. I don't even know if Gek have a gender for that matter. Like, whatever. I will be at my station before you know it. See you soon, friend. And then I assume you're just gonna teleport down there? Just poof, gone from here down there? I would say, it's actually pretty hard to offend me. And when you do offend me, it's a very particular way you have to talk to do so. Again, I've been called a lot worse by much more close people to me. It takes a considerable effort to freaking offend me nowadays, Hyper. And just calling me a two-eyed freak is entirely accurate because I have 2 eyes. And have you seen what humans are capable of? We are the only ones responsible for the planetary crisis we're in. We are literally one of the most diabolical freaks of nature that nature has come up with. Like, let me portray something. You know why humans are terrifying as a predator? Not like a, you know what predator, but like, as a hunter, because we do not stop. We are persistence predators historically. You know, if I've told you this story, but like, imagine being a wild animal, like a deer or something, just enjoying your life, and then suddenly some freaking fleshy, skin-covered abominations come out of the woods, saying words and sometimes you can't understand, just yelling at you, but they have pointy sticks and try to stab you to death. So you get up and start running. Or imagine being an elephant or a mammoth like that. And no matter how far you go, it's again like it's the thing from It Follows. No matter how far you go, the moment you think you're safe, they just come back out of the bushes doing the same thing. Eventually, you get worn down. You haven't stopped to sleep. You haven't stopped to drink or eat properly for potentially weeks or even months. And you're at the end of your freaking rope. You feel like you're gonna collapse. And when you do collapse, there they are, standing right behind you, and then they go in for the kill and they eat you alive. They cut you apart, eat you alive. That's what humans are historically. We are absolute freaks of the animal kingdom. Straight up abominations of nature. So yes, calling me a two-eyed freak is entirely accurate. It's not just why we haven't seen anything. Some species naturally die out, but like, humans are a huge contributor. Our hunting methods are straight up nightmarish, like I just told you. And yeah, our friend is like right there, and I'm currently stuck. There we go. Bottom line, humans are as our persistent predators. We do not stop until we have made our kill or complete our goal of in our hunt. We are evolutionary adapted to use as little energy as possible when we carry ourselves. Most of our walk cycle is just us falling onto our next leg. We're extremely fuel and calorie efficient. At least in optimal health we are. Which is what lets us stave off hunger as we track down our prey for miles, for tens, if not even potentially hundreds of miles on foot, historically. So yes, calling me or any other human a two-eyed freak is entirely accurate, and I would not be offended if I were you, because that's what we are, two-eyed freaks. Also, I wear glasses, so you could call me a four-eyed freak, and I'd be like, huh, accurate. Like I said, it's hard to offend me. Take this glass and let's start flooding your jolly home. Except the glass. So I assume he wants me to build a... Oh, cool, frost crystals. Everything pours through glass in the end, but there's time enough for that. Oh, there are other things you have to do. Cormac, I'll use it to calibrate a science terminal suitable for a Cormax entity. Cormax has suffered terribly at the hands of my people. Be kind to them, I beg of you. Okay, we'll see about that.
Technology recharge.
Construct a cylindrical room. Oh, cool. So I'm just barely short on pure ferrite. Not accurate. Glass are not eyes. Hey, it's not my insult. It's a long running historic one.
Thermal protection falling.
The number of times I've been called a four-eyed freak IRL is actually pretty high. So I think I have a justification to call someone, a fictional entity in a digital environment, a four-eyed freak. Especially if they have literally four eyes, Hyper. Don't at me. This pure ferrite? Yes, it's pure ferrite. Don't you effing hate it?
Inventory full.
Well, that's too freaking bad. That's too flipping bad, Hyper. This is my stream and I will do what I damn well please. Now, would I do this to a person? Most likely not. Not unless they actually properly piss me off, which, again, hard to do. Especially nowadays. This thing is freaking weird. I like it. Personally, I don't have the nanites to spare for that. Okay, then. Juicy thorax. Let's see. So instruct the door for access to my base. Oh, cool. So I need more pure ferrite, I guess. Cool. Why did I build my base in like the most inopportune spot possible? Like some environments, you can just walk out and have what you need. Yeah, evil plants. Go away. Go away. Nasty. Ew. Like the freaking plant from Ice Age 3. Giant carnivorous one. That definitely contributed to my my fear of plants as a kid. Yeah, I'm gonna pin it on that. That and those Venus flytraps on one episode of Land of the Lost. That's probably where my my phobia of plants came from. And maybe a few episodes of Magic School Bus, but I'm not sure. Probably, though. The old one, like, not the new one on Netflix. Isn't the human psyche wonderful? Not just interesting, it's freaking wonderful. Or isn't it? I don't know. The customer is always right in matters of taste. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I did. I saw it when it was in a mall theater with my family. That was almost really bad. Now does it want? Expanding the base? Cool. Fine chromatic metal? Sure, whatever. Seriously need to get a personal refiner. Actually, I have one right... I have a portable refiner right here. It's a bunch of TMSB. Magic School Bus, and the kids and the teachers end up inside another kid. Oh yeah, Miss Fritzl was a terrible teacher. Kids probably think she'd be awesome because their lives freaking suck in real life. But no, she was a freaking horrible teacher. Admittedly, she never put them in any actual danger. She always had a plan. But the sheer amount of stuff that could have gone wrong with literally any of those field trips. And Miss Frizzle was a pretty bad freaking teacher. Yeah, you could argue that things like magic would protect him or something. Because frankly, she's just a freaking wizard. I think that was it. One time Arnold got his freaking head frozen in ice when he took his element off on Pluto because he was pissed at someone. I think it was Jen, his cousin. There's also that she turned Phoebe into a freaking potted plant. Or some other horrible things that happened in that show. I don't know. Barely remember. Like I said, Hyper, She always had a freaking. She always had a plan. Um. I used to watch it every day on TLC back when the Learning Channel was actually the Learning Channel, not the freaking Lying Channel. Morning before school. That was a fun couple of years. But literally, the user immerse and agreed traveler. This planet is no exception. There's much that can be done with litter. Make sure to obey instruction, harvest the data from the terminals. Actually use it to fashion this planet for a storage container. If I can do anything else, I will. Since Alpami, Alpoimi. They were reflective for a Gek. They seem to almost regret the greed that characterizes their people. It was to make something new from the remains of the old. Is this greed in disguise or something else? Whatever their motive, the Overseer claims they'll find data for a storage container blueprint in a nearby structure. Don't regret it, friend. I marked a site that seems to be ripe for exploitation. Can I go back to this now? Nope, I have to recruit a Korvax scientist. Delightful. You want what's what you seen it? I didn't even know they had it on other channels. I remember back in the day, I looked at, I was on PBS Kids like little website for hours at a time playing their little flash games. Never saw anything about the Magic School Bus there. But maybe that you're referring to a time before like the 2000s. Chromatic metal. You basically never have enough in this game. It's used to make antimatter, a bunch of incredibly important technology, craftables. I think at least maybe 30% of my time playing this game has just been trying to farm and mine chromatic metal. Our assigned from the Korvax space station. I think it was mid late 90s. Yeah, I was watching it in the 2000s because I was born in 2000. Let's see. You know what? Let's just learn a few words because I'm tired of this garbled speech. Doesn't really matter what you pick, you'll learn them all eventually. But you can only learn one word per alien you meet. So, unless you feel like grinding at knowledge stones and ruins, you're gonna kind of have to visit a bunch of space stations. But hey, you do get milestones which can turn to be running for nanites. Traveler recognized something. Select help. Nope, you're not. Myra-based scientist. Let's see, where can I find one? Would it be any of you? Scholar, maybe? Unknown life form. I passed my test. I'm free to explore, free to pursue my passion for structural analysis. Do you have a base? Yes, it's you. Science terminal. Think of all that might be done. Everyone is happy, overjoyed to see me. They seem to have just completed some rite of passage for their species, necessitating them to go out into the universe and pursue their interests. Science offers to my base. If I provide them with a science terminal. Think it not a payment. Scanning you while you sleep will be reward enough. How pleasing. Met 20 aliens, cool. Got stuff to do for it. See ya. See ya, Hyper. I already recruited one though. Gosh darn it. A fine base traveler, of course, befits your honorable status. Oh, Korvax shall be so happy here. Yes, and my little box of compact torture. Rex is brimming with enthusiasm. Neither their shell nor the walls of my base seem able to contain them. Honor, to witness the miles of the traveler. Honor, but please, Korvax and tribute. Take these blueprints, lubricant and acid. Liquids close to Korvax's hearts. Yes, acid and lubricant, very close to the hearts of a robot. They probably poisoned or corrode the hell out of me, though. Traveler, harvest marrow bulbs, and Korvax will do more. We'll create plans for microprocessors and advanced refiners. Korvax will also clean windows while you are gone. Korvax is desperate to please, shower me with praise and offers of assistance. Tell me travelers are to be honored, raised above others. What have I done to earn such esteem? Science requests marrow bulb and cobalt, materials found underground. They'll be able to use the substance to craft blueprints for microprocessors and advanced refiners. Joy, our home will be light and our windows will be clean. There we go. I'll get around to that. Probably never. Turn to space to make contact. Cool. So we've done that. Oh, there's my teleport. My teleport thing. Beam aboard Rust Bucket, yes. And give you all the tetanus while you're at it, game. I'll probably never come back here. Because the NPCs are kind of freaking annoying. How's the base? Make sure you hire a few staff with it. Where are units for, if not to assert dominance over your fellow life forms? But on to more important things. If you're going to work with me, your equipment needs to be in good condition. We can't have you dying out there. Not yet, at least. You can find nanite clusters scattered in abandoned buildings and other damaged machines. Ironic, really. Same structures the Sentinels destroy will lead to their deaths. Trade these nanite clusters with merchants in space stations to get the technology you need. And one last thing. Take this personal force field blueprint. You're going to need it. Consider it a gift. My little investment to our partnership. Normally I just face tank everything, but okay. Fine.
Technology installed.
It's actually had cobalt and wiring loom this time. Red abandoned buildings for nanites. See to locate abandoned building. Cool. I might actually have to log off soon. For real this time. Probably do a stream earlier tomorrow unless the update happens, at which point I'll probably try to explore that. Unless of course I need to do unless of course it's like a late game content update again. The new update's gonna be called Cosmos, apparently. So maybe it'll have to do with planetary exploration. First time they've really dropped an update trailer before the actual update, though. Normally they kind of drop side by side. Sean tweets out some weird... Oh, delightful. Sun tweets out some random seeming emoji that is to correlate with it, which I guess makes it not random, but it is still it's the hype cycle. It's the No Man's Sky hype cycle. Nice to know that the actual destination is like an entirely different planetary region. Will it be an abandoned base? Probably. Yep, abandoned base. It's kind of spooky though, considering there was allegedly life on this planet at one point, but it is no longer here. The only thing here is like whispering eggs and a select few bits of plant life. You can't even scan, so it's not real grass. There's plenty of whispering eggs though.
Life support power. No.
Hearing user identified. Terminal not active. Unlocking data log continuation for analysis. I glimpsed the crimson orb between the clouds. A vast and baleful eye, unblinking and monstrous. Fear turned the blood in my veins to ice. I was so afraid it would see me, but then the clouds moved and it was gone. I was no longer certain if it had ever been real. Perhaps the fungal deposits from the last world I visited are still clogging my exosuit vents, affecting my cognition somehow. I've cleaned my filter 6 times now, but I still feel it inside me. Once again, talking about the Atlas. There was something cold, something coded deep in the long dead traveler's data log. Something that has been left. That'll aid me in my own journey. Thank God I installed that launch auto charge, the launch charging the launch charging thing. What they call the reactors. I think it's the Azimuth class reactor. Now get me off this creepy planet. Thank you. There's been kind of interesting about this Titan class cockpit. It has a turret up here, but you can never freaking use it, even though it clearly looks like it has control over weapon systems. Even in multiplayer, you just can't freaking use it. It kind of bums me out because I would really like to have an additional gunner to like control my ship's weapons. Like that's a freaking seat up there. And it has a screen that tells you stuff like it's as photon cannon equipped. Well, Zeta. Maybe it's remnants of something that they were planning to add at one point, but they just never got the chance. I don't know. Still find it kind of upsetting how you can't have like people. You can't make an actual gunship. Pick one that looks like a gunship, but you can't make an actual gunship. They have a ton of other details. Why can't we use that? Actually, hold on. I probably should start adding some of those windows now. Yeah, let's do that. Really start the flying process. Oh, it's going pretty fast. And I'm out of silver. Cool. And else I can probably do. Change these freaking whatchamacallit, these wing units. Not wing units. I don't know what they're called. I can probably move those somewhere else. It would be less streamlined, but at least I'd have windows on the sides. Why the music?
Product received. Product received.
Oh, uranium. Cool. I kind of need that.
Product received. Product received.
Take some of that.
No free slots in suit inventory. No free slots in suit inventory. Product received. Product received.
Anything else I can install while I'm doing this? So the economy scanner. I should probably also add the teleport receiver just so I can send stuff to and from remotely. Wiring loom, Walker brain, wiring loom. Oh, what the heck. I'll be taking all of that, thank you very much. There we go, I can now donate these. It'll give me some projectile ammunition for my troubles.
Product received.
And since I'm going to be fighting the Sentinels, I should probably get some better gear. And get any good boltcaster modules from here? Oh, here we go. So it just gave me one. Cool. It's a good thing I'm actually using the boltcaster this run. But can't I buy anything else, though? No, there's a lot of other modules. Maybe I can buy a shield module? That'd be beneficial, for sure. Yeah, they have shield modules. Unfortunately, I can't really benefit from those. Go buy that. I might just have to spend some time grinding nanites with a salvage scrap planet. Scrap engine at least. And I can't buy that. You know what, I'm just gonna sell that. Then I'll buy this. Yes. Numerous skilled rank initiate. That's cool. Kinda. Sorta, maybe. I guess, a little bit. I do need to gear up better. Oh yeah, also this should probably be done by now, right? Let's see, where is it though? Ah, right over there. Free glass, I can do that actually. Yeah, this looks a lot better. And since I'm here... Spend store the starship ingredients. Or, not the starship ingredients. What am I talking about? I can't talk anymore. Oh right, I can refine some of this material too, can't I? The answer is probably yes. Or it is yes. I need to shut up. Pop those in there. Forget what I was actually doing though. I think I was... Yeah, let's see. Oh right, hold on. Let me start the refining process first. In order to pick it up before I go to bed. Or log off, rather. Yeah. Supply that. Perfect. Oh look, there's a Colossal Archive right there. Oh, I just ran that thing over. Oops.
Units received.
It's awesome how your vehicle has headlights. Like you can see them in front of me, but they do literally nothing for it. Like your own personal torch is brighter than your freaking vehicle's. Go into the fire. Thank you. You know what? Why can't you extend your gravitational coil's reach? Or like, I know you can repel stuff and pull stuff as well. But why can't you move stuff forward and backwards with it? That's all a lot of headaches with this whole waste recycling loop they've done.
Units received.
And I still don't have any boost module installed. Gosh, I keep forgetting about that. It's so hard to see. You know why they... I do know that they have this... The payouts for each scrap you recycle in perpetually small state, so they can kind of make you keep doing the gameplay loop, but it can get kind of grindy after a while.
Incoming storm.
Gosh darn it. Just my luck for the main Paradise Planet to be one with the gravitational storms.
Suit power cells
Oh
depleted.
gosh darn it. That was a great time for that. There we go. I hate the personal force field so much. Of course you damage my gear. Of course you damage it. Of course you freaking would.
Component repaired.
I kill Apollo if I ever see him. Although I really can't freaking do that because he's a figment of the game. Oh, swarm wreckage. Here we go. Third swarm debris. And those times you can get really good stuff from these buried swarm debris.
Units received.
Doesn't look like we got anything good that time though.
Weather update. Storm
Oh good, it's finally clearing up. Of course. And this is what I'm talking about those Rapture gravity rifts. It just sort of drops you back down. Like you raptured the wrong way. And if you leave the rift, it just straight up drops you. Potentially from a great height. Yep, there we go. It just freaking raptures you. Notice how I'm not using my jetpack and it was able to lift me up? It's like I'm like Bender. What the hell? Oh my god. Can you hurry up and land, please? Jesus. Oh my god. You know, this would be a great time for that med bay to work, but it just never freaking does. And of course, the only way to properly restore your health is with one of those special health terminals. Maybe I can build one. Thankfully, I had some salvage data on me. How do I build this thing? Rhenium, ionized cobalt, and metal plating. All the more reason to get some more upgrades for my health, I guess. I think I mix this with carbon. It should... Maybe it's a condensed carbon. Nope. It's one of these things. I know it is. There's like a special recipe you can use. Maybe it was oxygen? There we go, yeah. Here we go. You know, let's see why we're doing this in a second. Need hermetic seal and amino chamber, because of course we do. Because of course I didn't buy any earlier. You know what, we're just gonna put this on the wall, I guess.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
And it's gonna wait for this to refill some. There we go. Yeah, don't screw around with planets. It can and will get you killed in this game. Apparently. Especially the ones that can straight up rapture you. Yeah, I'm just gonna get off this planet before I injure myself severely. I'm still sitting at a comfy 3 health. Huh? You're not alone. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. There is no need to hurry. You'll find us when the time is right. There we go. Now we can talk to Apollo. You're ready to make sure you are. The job isn't going to be a small one. You might be not be heading back to that base of yours for a while. Good. Let the hunt begin. Take the Corvex installation on that world of yours. The interference of your transmissions is a giveaway. Might be disguised in the style of another species, but don't be fooled. Synthetics delight in espionage. So I could cough or point out Apollo is robotic. I'm not robotic. I was born just like you were. But this is no world for flesh. My brain, what organs I have left, everything was transferred to this shell. This is who I am. I took my revenge when the time came. That is all you need to know. So start from the hypothesis that Sentinels use these portals to get around. How do they activate it? We need to observe. We need to summon them. What better way than to attack a secret Corvex facility? They're both robotic life forms. Too much in common. Too much coincidence. Enter the factory and hack the terminal within. If we gain data about the Sentinels, good. If not, we'll have summoned enough of them to trace any energy spikes on that world of yours. The portal will be ours in no time. I think I'll do that tomorrow. For now, I'm just gonna travel around and see if I can find some things. So yeah, sorry to the new viewer. I was just about to call it quits here today. I've streamed for multiple hours today so far. Probably about 7 of them. 7 hours total across 2 streams. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I normally stream at around noon, sometimes early afternoon in my time. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Terminal Velocity signing out.